So in the previous class, we discussed about method for finding particular integral for exponential function and sine and cosine function. Okay, because we are discussing about non-homogeneous linear differential equation of with constant coefficient of second order. For this type of equation, to get the complete solution, we have to find complementary function and particular integral also. Okay, and if the particular integral is of the form like as e to the power ax plus by, then method is different. If it is suppose e to the sine ax plus by or cos ax plus by, okay, then method is different. And today I am going to discuss about when a f of xy, okay, f of xy is of the form like as x power m y power m. Okay, it's already discussed when f of xy equals to e to the power ax plus by, and when f of x is sine of ax plus by and or cos of ax plus by. For e power ax, when f of xy equals to e power ax, method is what? Pi is 1 by a comma a comma b e to the power ax plus by. And when f of xy equals to sine ax plus by or cos ax plus by, then method for finding pi is what? F of minus a square comma minus ab minus b square sine of ax plus by. Okay, and now see that if f of xy is like as this one, x power m y power n, then it is what? Particular integral complementary function part is same. It's same for all. It's same as the homogeneous part. Okay, and particular integral part is in this part we use various methods. For it's depend on the function f of xy. Okay, it's depend on f of xy. When f of xy, suppose e of ax plus by, then the method is different, and f of xy is suppose sine ax plus by, then it's different. If suppose now today I am going to tell about when f of xy is x power m y power n, then how can we find the pi for that type of non-homogeneous equation. Okay, so see that pi equals to this one, and for this one you have to find f of d comma d dash whole inverse x power n y power n. Then now you have to expand this one with an increasing power of d and d dash and operate on x power n y power n term by term. Okay, so you have to resolve 1 by f of d comma d dash into partial fraction. Okay, so this was actually the method. Now see a example, then it's clear. Okay, this is just an example. Like this one. Find the general integral of the equation this one. Here, here see that f of xy is what? X plus y, like as x power m y power n. Okay, so for this type of equation, I think all of you can find the CF part. For CF part, first you have to find auxiliary equation. First you have to write auxiliary equation. For writing the auxiliary equation, I repeat that because only one student has submitted the homework. So I think all of you have not understand how can we find the CF. So for this problem also I repeat it. Okay, and see that for this one auxiliary equation is what? We consider del x equals to capital D and del y is capital D dash, and for auxiliary equation we consider capital D equals to m, D dash equals to 1. Okay, so see that this one del 2 divided by del x square. For this one we have to write, we can write this one is D square. And for this one, see that for a second term, this is del 2z, del x, del y. So for this one, it is del z, del x, del z, del y. So for this one, we can write thrice d dash. Okay, and the last term is what? Twice del square z, del y square. So for this one, del y is what? Del y is capital D dash. So we can write for this term like as twice d dash square. Okay, and this is equals to what? X plus y. Now write the auxiliary equation of this PDE. So for the auxiliary equation, you can put d equals to m and d dash equals to 1. This is very important. Remember that capital D is m, capital D dash is 1. So auxiliary equation is like as m square plus thrice m plus 2 equals to 0. When we solve this quadratic equation, then we get m equals to minus 1 and minus 2. Thus, to factorize this one, this is a quadratic equation. After factorizing, you can get the value of m. That's m. M is what? M is the root of this equation. So, root of this equation is what? Minus 1 and minus 2. And now see that here m is what? Minus 1 and minus 2. These are distinct. So, formula for CF is what? CF equals to F1y plus mx. CF is what? When roots are distinct, then formula is what? F1 y plus mx plus F2 y plus m1x plus y plus m2x. Here m1 is what? M1 is minus 1 and m2 is minus 2. So CF will be what? F1 y minus x plus F2 y minus twice x. I repeat this one. Is it clear now? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. This is the CF. Now you have to find PI. Okay, PI is what? 1 by f of d comma d dash f of 1 by f of d comma d dash into capital F of xy. Here capital F of xy is what? X plus y. See this one. See the given problem. Here capital F of xy is what? X plus y. So in the PI part we write 1 by, this is the original equation, d square thrice d dash plus twice d dash square into f of xy is what? X plus y. Is it clear? Thus write 1 by f of d comma d dash into capital F of x comma y. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now see that. Now you have to expanding this one, because this is like a binomial series, so you have to expand this series. Okay, now take common 1 by d square, because you have to write this form like as 1 plus x. Okay, 1 plus x, because you have to expand this like as binomial series. So you have to common this one, 1 plus x term. Suppose so, to get 1, we common d square. Okay, from this one. If we common d square, then d square comes out left, and remaining part is what? 1. Here 1 is remaining. Here see that when we common d square, then it will be what? Thrice d dash divided by d. Okay. Okay, is it clear? And the third term is what? Twice d dash square divided by d square. Do whole inverse. Okay, because you have to write this one equals to f of d comma d dash whole inverse. So we take common 1 by d square, then we get this one into x plus y. Now see that this one is what? This one is like as 1 plus x whole inverse. 1 plus x whole inverse. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now expand this one. Expand like as 1 plus x whole inverse, and for the series 1 plus x whole inverse, this is a series, infinite series, and expansion of this series is what? 1 minus x plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial and so on. Okay, here x is what? See that x is thrice d dash by d plus twice d dash square divided by d square. Okay, so this one according to the expansion we get 1 minus x, 1 minus x, so it gives us 1 minus thrice d dash d minus twice d dash square divided by d square, okay, into x plus y, okay. And other terms are we omitted here, okay. Now see that this one will be 1 multiply this with x plus y, so we get this one will be first 1 is multiplied with x plus y, then it gives us x plus y and minus thrice 1 by d dash is what? D dash is del del y, is not it? D dash means what? Del del y, and capital D is what? Del del x, okay. I have already told you. D is what? Del del x. D dash is what? Del del y. See that thrice D dash. Thrice D dash means what? Del del y. That means partial differential with respect to y. When we differentiate with respect to y, x is what? X is constant. Okay, so this for this term it will be 0, and for this term second term is what? Y. So it comes as 1. Okay, what 3 thrice 1 by d into 1. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
See that d dash is what? Del del y. So when we differentiate partially with respect to y, x is treated constant. So for the first term it will be 0, and the second term it is 1. So it comes as 3 1 by d into 1. Okay. So and 1 by d is what? D means what? Differentiation. Okay, d means what? Differentiation, and 1 by d is d will be what? Opposite of differentiation is what? D indicates differentiation. Okay, differentiation with respect to x, and 1 by d indicates what? 1 by d means what? It is the opposite. Can you tell me 1 by d indicates what? Opposite of
Integration.
differentiation will be what? Opposite of differentiation is what?
Integration, no, ma'am.
Yeah, it is integration. So it will be 1 by d indicates what? Integration. So 1 by d into 1, integration of 1 is what?
X.
X. So it comes as minus thrice x. Okay.
Yes. Okay, ma'am.
So see this one, y minus twice x. And now see that 1 by d square. 1 by d square is what? Integration in 2 times. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So 1 by d means what? A partial differentiation of with respect to x. So you have to integrate with respect to x.
X.
So y comes as what? Y is treated as constant. So y will be come outside. Okay. When we first integrate 1 times, then y is suppose constant. Then this will be what? X into y. Isn't it? Are you understand? Because we this one is 1 by d square. 1 by d square is what? 1 by d into 1 by d. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
1 by d square can be written as 1 by d into 1 by d. Okay. And 1 by d is what? Integration. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So see that 1 by d means what? D is what? Differentiation with respect to x. But here variable is what? X or y?
Yes. Y.
Y. So y can be treated as constant. Okay.
Constant.
So y comes outside. As if y comes outside, that remaining term will be what?
Minus 2x.
No. Here see that only y part. If suppose y comes outside, then it will be
1, 1.
1.
1.
Isn't it? So integration
Yes,
of 1 will be what? X. Okay. And
yes, ma'am.
again we have to integrate because it is 1 by d square. So 1 by d square is what? 1 by d into 1 by d. Isn't it?
Yes.
So x for the first integration it is x. For the second time integration, it gives us what? X square by 2. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And see the second term. Second term is what? Twice x. Okay? And you have to integrate this part into 2 times. Okay? Because in the outside it is d square, 1 by d square. So this term will gives us what? X cube by 3. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So pi will be what? X square by 2 into y minus x cube by 3. Okay? Is there
Okay.
any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So complete solution will be what? Pi
Pi plus
plus
M.
Ci.
Pi
So
plus M.
Cf is this one, Pi is this one. Okay? And
Okay.
write this problem. This is your homework.
Okay.
Write this one.
Okay, ma'am.
Del 2z divided by del x square del 2z divided by del x square plus del 2z divided by del x into del y minus 6 del 2z divided by del y square equals to x plus y. Okay, method is same for the previous one and try to solve it. I think all of you write the problem.
Yes, ma'am.
And I again request you try to solve the homework, and if you have any doubt then ask me. Okay, but you have not do anything, how can I know? Okay, so first all of you I request you first try to solve the problems. Okay, and submit it in the
Okay.
group. Only one student, Indramani, has submitted in the previous homework. So today I request all of you to submit the homework. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then here I stop. And
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Bisal continue
Ma'am.
your class. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. নহয় মানে লাষ্ট উইকত মই নতুনকে জইন হৈছো গমেই পোৱা নাই কেতিয়া ক্লাছ হৈ আছে সো ইয়াৰ কাৰণে লেট
ঠিক আছে নেক্সটৰ পৰা তুমি জয়েন কৰিবা
হয় ঠিক আছে
so thank you
থেংক ইউ